Hey there, if you feel like you're going to burst into flames and die a fiery death every time you fill up your Jeep JK, watch this video. Hi, I'm Chris with Mile Point 3 Garage. If you are one of my regular subscribers, I'm going to be doing this occasionally here and there, working on vehicles that we already own. For those of you who don't know, I've got a 73 Bronco and a 74 Bronco behind the camera here that I'm restoring at the same time. I've got an 83 Jeep Wagoneer, an 04 Ford F-150, and an 07 Jeep JK Unlimited X Sahara. Do repairs on those all the time, obviously, because all of them are old vehicles. And we're going to start doing a kind of a tech day occasionally, talking about the repairs that have to be done on these things over time that obviously all of you are probably experiencing as well. Today we're going to be talking about the Jeep JK's overfill problem at the fuel pump. So Jeep JK's had an issue starting in 2007 with overflow issues when you're filling up a gas tank. Typically they would not start until several years after you bought the vehicle, but there's an obvious cause for that, and we're going to go through that and tell you how to fix that today. In the early JKs there was a one-way flapper valve inside the tank, and it had a nice O-ring in it that ethanol would degrade over time, causing a leak of fuel through there. It allowed it to fill up all the way and overflow the tank. They have made a replacement part for it now. The replacement part is CNNNX321AC and can be found sometimes on Amazon, but through a couple of other dealers, and I'll put those links in the description so you can find them. It's about $45. It's a simple filler tube with a flexible hose in the center, and you can hear the flapper valve in there. But that is your flapper valves on the inside here, and that is basically what is backing up the flapper valve in the tank that has gone bad at this point. This whole installation takes about 15 minutes, and it needs basic tools. You're going to need some eyewear because you're going to be looking up at the bottom of a dirty Jeep. A pair of pliers in case the hoses are having a hard time coming off. 7mm ratchet or a screwdriver, a standard screwdriver, or a plastic pry bar to help get the rubber hoses off if they're sticking on there. And you're going to need a couple of zip ties to kind of put everything back together again. So let's go over to the Jeep and get started.
First we're going to unscrew the filler neck 7mm screw that attaches to the filler neck. Okay, that's loose. And then we're going to loosen the driver's side hose clamp right there. Okay, so both of those are loose now. Pull off the driver's side hose first. Okay, alright, now it's free. And then I'm going to pull the other side free of the tank, and now it's loose and comes out of there. And grab our replacement with the tube end right here, the flared end going to the tank, and the end that has the nipple on it goes to the driver's side filler cap. We're going to do the driver's side first on this one. Okay, that slid in pretty easy. And then push that in as much as you can. And then do the side that goes to the tank. Alright. 7mm socket. Tighten down both hose clamps. And then lastly, make sure to zip tie. One of the things I forgot to mention at the beginning is there are two zip ties that hold the filler hose with the vent hose. You need to remove the two zip ties that hold the vent hose on when you start this process, and then re-zip tie it back onto the filler tube when you're done. That way it doesn't move around.
So that $45 part in 15 minutes fixed our overfill problem. So you should try this on yours. It's a simple process. You can take it to a dealership and they can do it. I'm not sure how much they charge, but $45 with some free labor by you and it fixes the problem. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscriber button right over here and subscribe. We are restoring vehicles. We're having a lot of fun with the vehicles that we already own, and there's some new vehicles coming. So join us. We're going to be doing this again next week with a tech tip on the F-150 and on the JK. That's a wrap from my .3 Garage.